Hi everyone, I'm Grahtles and welcome back to the Best Start 2 series. This is episode 13 and we are gonna make motors. So let me show you right there. I decided that we need motors. We have to get motors going because I can't get past these tiers to get to anywhere else until we get motors because we need a lot of motors. I want to use trains, but I need motors. Yeah, we need computers, we need circuit boards, we need AI limiters, we need all that stuff, but computers, that's the standpoint right now. So, today we're gonna build this, so let's go ahead, jump in, and get started. Alright, so this is the space we're dealing with, and I'm thinking that this is going to be a logistics floor. But how I have to work it is figuring out how far I want to come in and bring this down because it is on this like angle on the bottom. Do I bring it up straight? Do I bring it in on an angle? That's kind of the question. So I think what we'll do is let's grab foundations. Let's grab a 1 meter ramp. And I want to put it on here, but for some reason it doesn't like it. The 1 meter does not want to sit on the inverted. Alright, so this is what we can do. Well, that's an inverted ramp. That's why, maybe. There we go. See me? I don't even know what I'm talking about. So I want to come to, say, at least here. So let's turn this. I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go up by 1. And come up that way. Because I definitely want the height of this to at least match that, because it is going to be a logistics floor. So it definitely needs to have some kind of height on it. Let's coat this with the coated concrete. And let's make this also white. Let's grab this. I could fill it in, right? And do that. And then do coated concrete. And do it the white color. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, I think I'm going to leave it like that. I definitely like that. Let's come over to here. I want to grab this. Come straight forward. And leave it to there. So that, I'm gonna leave this kind of gap here. Let's go into Windows a second. Let's go to the clear. Not like that. Let's move it down and zoop it across. Now it kind of slides down into there. I'm okay with that. But I'm not sure I want these lines on here. Let's delete this 1 second. Let's go back over to here. Press H and move it down 1 more. Let's go in camera mode and see what that looks like from a distance. It's definitely glitching on this end, which means I'm gonna have to use something. Probably a painted beam. That's good at hiding stuff. And if I just go up from there, I do something like that. And I can either paint it white, so it kind of just blends in. And I think I do like that, just blend it in. I don't want it to stand out too much. I'm gonna come down from here I don't know if I want to do that, but let's come down from here. We want that to stand there, and that to be there. I want to come from here, but I'm going to go H, and I'm going to control down one, and that is okay. I can take that, bring it to the middle of there, and I just fell. Nothing new. Let's get back on the ladder. All right. So I can live with that because I'm not sure how we're going to do the next level. But right now, I think that's fine for where I'm at. We can do... That's 10. All right. So that will be a logistics floor. That's going to be an elevator. I like to look and double check. So I do not like this. Right here. That's coming out. That's right. Okay. Was throwing off the look a minute. So far, I'm all right with it. But I don't quite like this. So this is what I'm thinking. Since this is not working for me this way, let's see what else we have here. We must have some kind of option that'll work. The small pillar. I'm just seeing if I can. So if I can grab it there, H, and then come up, and then go back. Do that. Let's zoop it. Then we'll get rid of the original one. I don't mind that, actually. Yeah, no, I don't mind that. I think that's maybe where I'm going. I might take this off the edge. I don't know. Let's see. Try that. Let's go ahead and put this back there. Another thing we could do is let's take these away a second. I'm trying to think. We go here and here, right? We do this with the asphalt, say. And we just grab this. Now you couldn't ride a truck through here. It would definitely be too small. You could do a factory cart. Although it might just be for... It probably will just be for these belts. But I want something to close it off. And so that is why I'm looking for a solution. And I don't mind that and that. And then we need the animated gates. That one's going to go that way. Let's see if I can get this in. And that way. I could paint these white. I'm really looking to really blend that in. And I think that might work. Now, this is where we're going to come up to here too. So we are going to have these, like, the spot right here that we're going to have to put a window in, right? We could take this around the outside of the building, but that will... I don't know, not work for me as far as the building goes. So what I'm thinking is we take the window to that height. Can we use these guys again? I'm going to go... No, not there. I want to go at there. And I put it there. Press H. And go up. And then up again till it touches that ceiling. And bring that across. How does that look? I don't mind it. But I have to really look at it as a whole. So let's take the window. I do want to zoop it. Actually, I think that looks pretty good. Let's zoop that down to the end. And then let's go back in. I'm gonna grab this guy and zoop him down to the end. You know, I don't think that looks too bad. And this is just the logistics floor. This is not even actually the floors above. But I think planning has a lot to do with stuff, and I'm just trying to get it a certain way that I feel comfortable with. So again, we're gonna have to do that. We're gonna have to attach it to the side. Press H, go up, up, and then zoop it across. Now we can get rid of that guy. Bring him back to there. And zoop it like so. Grab the window. Line it up with the outside. Now, you don't have to line it up with the outside. You can actually, if you take it and press H, you could kind of bring it back to the middle of this if you wanted to, and then bring it down. I don't know how much of a difference that's going to look. It's kind of like caged in a little bit. Let's go take a look at what that looks like from the outside. I actually think I like it better. Let's come to the other side. Yeah, I think I actually like it better on the inside. So let's bring it in that little bit. It kind of just encases it in there, and I like it better. All right. We spent way too much time on this. Let's see if I can grab that door. There we go. All right, that's going that way. That I want going in that direction. And then we need the gate hole. Come on the other side. And again, the elevator should be there, so that's okay. We do get a little bit of that. That's fine. Let's go into picture mode and take a little look. Yeah, I think that's okay. Alright, another thing I'm thinking is that we come up with this maybe on a damn zoop, man. It zoops when I don't want it to, and then it doesn't zoop when I want it to. Crazy enough. Let's go into white again. See what that looks like. I think we can go in one more and then straight, or yeah, I think one more, I think, with this. Yeah. I'm just filling it in. I want to see what it would look like that. But I'm not digging the third row. Maybe back there we make it a little larger. Like right about there. Alright, let's take a look at the other side. And I am coming right to the end on this one. I think it looks pretty good to the end there. Without the edge piece. And I'm alright with that. Let's see. Could break in there. Can't get up here. Let's see. We could do that. Alright. Something like that. We're coming to here. Let's go vertical. Let's go 4. Come across. I'm just gonna take this and go vertical. I'm going to get rid of that top one. And then we're going to zoom it to there. Maybe take that one. There. All right, let's take a look at what that would look like. Let's back up, go into picture mode. Yeah, actually, I'm really starting to like that. I think that'll look super good. I'm not sure about this stupid little beak at the end, because that's exactly what it looks like to me. It looks like a beak. And I'm starting to second guess that. I'm starting to think that it may be possible to just get rid of all this on its own. Well, maybe not the whole thing. Let's see. What if we left this flat? See what that looked like. Or we just get rid of the beak altogether here. And then we go back with something square. We could either just do away with this, come back in with this, and then bring another section of this down like that. And let's see what that looks like. So it's into our logistics floor, but not completely taking it over. We come underneath. It's not terrible, but it's not quite there yet. What if we took this and did that? Let's paint that white. Did that. Let's see what that would look like. Yeah, I think that looks... That's it. I think that's it. It's definitely different than anything we built yet. And that's what I wanted. I wanted something different and unique. Something that kind of pops in. I like some of the regular buildings. I mean, those are kind of regular buildings. That has like that sloped up. But I think I just needed something that wasn't square or rectangle or just sloped up. I wanted something like we did the round. I want a lot of different shapes and different unique buildings as well. And I think this kind of like just does it really well for me. And I'm really happy about just coming up with different ways to make the buildings look more unique and more themselves. And yeah, getting rid of that definitely helps too. Yeah, I like that. All right, I guess we'll move on to the next thing, and that is to finish off some of this stuff. So we got to come into the logistics floor, but we actually have to get up to that floor. I'm thinking, let's come into here. Let's grab one of these ladders. That would be so helpful, wouldn't it? Okay, so I just got to grab a piece of foundation that's a half a foundation, and I just want to turn it that way. I'm gonna do the coated concrete and make it white. Just like that. So now I have the staircase. It's coming down here. I'm not really sure I want this opening here. So I can always grab this half a foundation, turn it, and put it in there, and you won't see the glitch. See, it's perfect. So I just have some kind of staircase to get up and down from the logistics floor, which is nice. All right. So I'm just going to come to the back end here. I'm going to grab this and zoop it across. I'm going to grab this, zoop it across. And then I think I'm going to grab these 4 meters and zoop it across. What I might do in here is some glass because I really love the natural light. But I do need to put these windows in. And right now, we don't have anything for this floor. So I'm just going to go like that for now. I'm going to grab the windows, zoop them in. And do that. Here, I would like this to blend in a little bit better. But if I remove this, I'm going to have where if I put like this there, it wouldn't work. Well, I mean, it would work. I could do something like that. I could do something like that. And then put the window back here like that. But I'm not sure I like the transition between this and this. So that is something that I might want to go into here, but then that's going to be too high. Let's go see what that looks like. Let's jump out this window. I'm always jumping out windows anyway. And sometimes it's best to see what it looks like from this side. Again, if I do that, then it has no roof here. And I don't want that. Come on. It's an awkward spot. There we go. Yeah, honestly, I think I like this better. Squared off. Like that. And then maybe do something like that. That looks better. Now I have to get up here. I'm also going to need to do the same pattern out the back here. Oh, that slopes, so that's fine. So that actually fits in there like that perfectly. So I'm going to have to get to the roof. So I'm just going to probably use these stairs. Oh dear, I fell off. There we go. So what we're going to do is we're leaving this. We're taking off this. And we're putting back in that. To there. And then fix that. And then any window we need to replace, nope, we're good. In here, that's fine. I mean, it's inside the building, so it's not a big deal. So if this is the logistics floor, we are bringing in the pipes and the quick wire. This needs to come through this door. And so what I'm thinking is, we're actually going to remove the door, and I'm actually going to put in a wall with the 3. And I'm going to make it white. And then this can literally sit to there. These guys can be closed, well, open, but it doesn't matter. I can go like that. But if we ever have anything else that needs to go past here, we can do that. I'm going to get rid of this then and make that into a floor. And if we have, again, stuff that's going to go any further, we could always make this not a pass-through, because you could always jump through the window here, which is not practical, but if you needed to get in. All right, so that is going to be our rotors. That's going to go down to the motors. And then our stators. Let's put this window back. is here. So let's see. We're going to make our motors here. I want to put in some organization. Let's see. We can have that coming in. Step back. I can definitely fit something there because that's not where that is. That's center. So now I'm looking at, I don't like this. I'm wondering if I get an inverted foundation. The window can stay. And then I just don't like that harshness. Everything's flowing so nice and softly. I don't like that jagged edge there. I'm wondering if we take it back one. Let's take this and put it here. And then put the window back. Yeah, that's okay. Alright, so from here, we're going to do our assembler. I'm going to press H. I'm going to move it over there. Okay, let's do the same here. Connect that into there. That into there. And this is going to make motors. I'm going to grab it again. And I want this to come to the inside. There. This one is going to make our stators. I'm going to bring this down to, this is 8 per minute. This is going to be 4, so it's 8. Whoops, there we go. And this will be 4 as well. There we go. So that is going to take 8 rotors, 8 stators. This is making 8 stators. That is perfect. We're going to connect this into here, this into here, and then we have our logistics ready to be put in. So back here, we're going to go ahead and put in a floor. And over here, we'll do the same. And then back here, we'll do the same. Make sure those arrows are pointing in the right direction. So we still don't have any power or anything like that, but that's okay. So next, we're going to bring the rotors to here and the others to there. So let's come down and let's drop down just a bit. Let's come over to here. Do the same thing. And this one could stay like that. We're going to split these. That could swing around. I don't mind that. And then we're going to just bring... You know what? I don't like this. Nope, 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 nope. I'm just going to do this. We're going to bring this to the bottom. Or we could leave it to the top. Let's leave it to the top. We could still put a splitter on here. And then we could still put a splitter in there. It just looks neater. And it doesn't cost a lot. So we're good. Alright, so now this, we're going to take this to the roof here. I'm going to bring that around. Let's press straight mode. Just bring it down. We're going to have to bring these to these two. I also have to take a look because I do want those to come down for maybe more storage or to bring it out somewhere else. So I'm going to keep these off to this side. So let's do this. I could keep one up and bring one down. Let's do a splitter. We could do that so we could run it across the bottom half there. And let's connect these. Clips in a little, I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to see if we could do this nicely. This one. Does that come all the way where I want it to? No. I want it to come here, so that would be better. Alright. This one is up in the air, but not by a lot. So let's do this. I have these stackables. I'm gonna do this. Turn this around. I'm gonna take this and bring it up to the ceiling height. There we go. I'm gonna grab this. Now I really want it to line up with this one really nicely, so let's get that conveyor in there. There we go. Let's grab that again. That might be just a little too close. So we might have to bring that... Actually, we're already here. That should just bring it right in to there. Perfect. And I still have this floor to run anything out I want for the motors. So next thing we need to do is run power. So I know there's power all the way down here, right? I gotta bring it all the way up here. That is going to be a little bit more of the trick. I did it down here, over here, where I kind of moved it in like that. I'm gonna probably do the same thing. And I'm hoping that this might not be in the way. Let's see. I'm gonna have to put that in here. Oh, it's right there. Okay, it's right there. So that's gonna have to go right there. And we could close this one up. Let's get back into the ladder here. Okay, so that is right here. We're gonna have to do... Where is this? We want this exactly at this one. So we'll probably put it right in here. I'm gonna have to take out 2. 3. We'll be able to put that back. But let's just grab this. I think I need to get up there to see what I'm doing. It'd be a better idea. And I missed the ladder. There we go. Alright. Let's come on this side. It's there. There. And I think we'll just put this to the middle there. So let's connect all the electric to the electric. Let's grab that. And this one. Alright, so next we need to figure out where the machines are, here and here. So we're going to grab, say, right here. And then we're going to do the same thing here. Drop down. I'm going to go into power. I'm going to grab this. I'm going to put one there. One there. One here. One here. Connect them up. And then we can run this back. I don't want that like that. I'm going to put this up in the air. And now we can run it back to... Doesn't matter which one. I think that one would be better. Put that floor back in. Oh, hello. We can't do that yet. I need to hook up the machines. That would help. So that. Now we can close it. This. And this. And then we can close it up again. And there they look so nice and beautiful. I love it. I would say this is pretty much a success. I mean, it's working. It's working just fine. We already got 5 motors, which is excellent. And another 5 in there. We just need a ceiling on here and some lights. So, architecture, let's go into the glass foundations. I think we're going to use those. I'm going to come this way. We'll do the same over here. Then I might come in with a 1 meter here, if I can. Why won't it? It wants to pop up there. I don't want it to. I want it to sit right there. Oh, that's why. Alright, we need a 1 meter. There we go. Had the wrong thing. Of course, not shocking. There we go. And now we can put lights in the middle here. So let's grab our blueprints. That's the wrong one. Blueprints, lights. I think we're going to do these small lights. Let's see how they will fit. I think that'll be nice. That works. Just making sure that's in the wall. I don't want it in the wall. So let's make sure. That goes into the wall. I don't want it in the wall. Yeah, that's just enough space there. Just enough space there. And then we can come down a bit. And come in between these guys. These I'm going to line up. Actually, nope. We're going to go centered. Since it's... we got that and that. Center that there. Like I said, I have a ton of space back here for more storage if I want it. And we can actually run this back all the way through the middle and put more storage back here if we wanted to. Which I think we will do. Why don't we do that? Reason being is motors are going to be important. And we're going to need them. I might stick them actually back in here. Let's see, can we put this lined up with this guy? Say right there. And right there. Let's come out the front of these. Bring it right down the middle of this. Not the middle, but towards this side. It will hit the machine a little bit, but I think it'll be alright. Wow, that didn't work. Let's do that there. Gosh darn it. I wanted the poles, the feet of it, to be matched up perfectly here. There. And then this can go right into there. That one can go right into there. Next thing, we want a dimensional depot. So what I'm thinking is, let's do this. This is not going to matter. It's not staying. What that is going to do is just hold that spot for me to go like this. Wow, is that sitting way out further? Yeah, it kind of is. I actually wanted this to sit back a little further. So let's go E and line it up. Yep. And then let's put that dimensional depot on there. And we'll do that. Now, I don't want this floating. I'm just going to go into architecture. Maybe get a big concrete pillar. Put one there. One there. And that should have went in, I think, a little further. Yeah, that one too. Let's just do this. Yeah, it just gives it a little bit something different. I like that. And that will store the motors there, and it's getting uploaded to the dimensional depot as we speak. So, let's take a look at the overall building. So we actually have a lot of space underneath that we could fill in with anything we want. If we hop on over to here, let's jump in here. We can actually add some windows in here to kind of just give it a little bit of a different look. Let's see. We could do some clear windows down here. Maybe like this. So as you can see, that gives us a space there. What I'm thinking is press H, move up, come back across. Wow, I can't zoom. All right, there. And then we do some kind of painted beam down the middle. Like right. Wants to pop. H, control up. Well, only once. And that will give us that center space right there. And then we could bring this maybe right into there. See what that looks like. And to be honest, I don't like that window either. We'll have to figure that out because I don't like that there because it's popped out and I don't like it. Only other thing we could do in this situation is put this wall in like this. And then paint it white, which works, but I don't know if it goes with the style. There's a lot of things we could do with this building, but I just don't know what yet. I think I'm gonna kind of work this out a little bit, and then I'll be back and we'll figure out, well, I'll kind of show you what I did, but, you know, sometimes this could take me a couple hours to figure out, so I'm not going to make you suffer through this, but I will show you what I did towards the end, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I came up with a little bit of a solution. I took this 4 meter, because I didn't like that open, and I used that a little bit around. I'm wondering if I should use it in this end here, but I'm not sure. But anyway, let's just take this and go like that, and go like that, go like that. That makes it easier. And let's take a look. So I did fill this in with the 4 meter. And then down here, I filled it in with an inverted 1 meter. And then that straight doesn't quite match up. Down here, I left the window open. You barely notice it. So that's fine. In some ways, I like the way that comes down in that slope. And I was wondering if we should even take that down. So let me get a ladder again. I'm telling you, ladders are super impressive because they allow you to get places where, you know, you can't always get. So where was I? I was over here. I'm wondering if we should take this and come out. Now bear with me, I know I change up a lot of stuff. I'm sorry, but it's just some things don't sit with me and I have to try it. And sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't like it at all. So yeah, it's just part of what I do. Let me just see what that looks like before we do any more. Yes, sorta, like, yes. Let me just come up here. I want to get that inverted ramp. Oh, can I get back up here? Alright, so I want to get underneath. And that would go this way, I believe. And then this would come back. Come on. You don't like me. Whatever. I don't like you either. Come on. Wow. Alright. So anyway, that would come. We'd grab that 4 meter. Like that. This, I now want to sit here. But it doesn't want me to put it on after that inverted ramp, which is so annoying. So annoying. Maybe that's not tall enough. And it doesn't, oh, there we go. Slide jump worked. Slide jump always works. Let's do that. I'm gonna come back underneath. Take off this. And that. Get that inverted roof again. There. We'll squeeze out here. Yeah, I kind of like that. We'll do that. And then we'll take the 1 meter. Not the 1 meter, the 4. And it won't sit there again until I get on top. So it's fine. We'll get the ladder. Oh dear, the ladder's definitely not going to be tall enough. We're going to just make it a little taller. Yes, thank you. Go like this. There. And then I'm not sure how we're going to work this. Not quite. We came out one more. Maybe one more. Could we come out one more? And then bring this. That doesn't line up. That doesn't quite line up with that. That does line up with this. Not quite. Not quite. It would be 2 meters, wouldn't it? So we'd have to go with a... No, not here, not here. There. Alright, let's get rid of this second. Oh. That's a 2 meter ramp. I don't want a 2 meter ramp. I want a 2 meter foundation to come here. So actually it would be a 4 meter. Who am I kidding? That would be a 4 meter. So grab it. No, grab it. Do that. Alright, before we go any further, let's just see what it looks like. Yeah, honestly, I think I like that better. Wow, la 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 la. I did not mean to do that. But I also don't like that it's leaning over that way. So, we're not going to do that. We're going to do something else. Hold on. We might not go with a 4 meter. Let's see, if we brought this up. Where does that leave us? Let's go in picture mode. I gotta see what that looks like. Because there's something missing there. There we go. It's missing a 1 meter in between. Which I think I don't like. So, good thing we did that. Because what we'll do then is, we'll grab it. And instead of an inverted 1 meter, we're gonna go with an inverted 2 meter. So it matches up better. And then I'm gonna just press this and just paint that white and go into picture mode. Alright, let's see. That I can deal with. Now we gotta get back up there. it's crazy how it evolves. It's just one of those things that sometimes you can't really like picture it in your head, but you know it doesn't look right and you know you want to fix it. I actually might leave this as a walkthrough, and I could probably even put this all the way through after I get my ass out of it. There we go. And this could be like a walkthrough. I like that. And we could leave it open. I actually don't mind that at all. If we get rid of this, actually I need it because I want to put a motor sign up there. But this has to go because this was kind of used as scaffolding. And let's climb up here. Do I want to use that here and here? Not here. I want to leave that open. Yep, that's what I want to do. Let's go do it on the other side too. We could pick up a present while we're here. Boop. Alright. Got a 4 meter there and there. That's already done. Nice. Oh yeah, we can get up here without that. And up here, let's see what we can do. I want to put a sign up here. So I want to put, let's see, middle is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, right here. Let's go up about 16. I'm going to paint that white. I'm going to take a sign. A nice large sign. Put it right there. Can I jump up? Oh, I almost had it. Let's go up. E. There we go. Layout. Let's go to this. And let's go to this and type in motor. Select the icon. There we go. I might use a black pole actually. Let's see what this looks like. You know what I don't like? Okay, so this is what I don't like. Get back up here. I think we're gonna take this sign, put it on the ground here. So I don't want to have to make it again. I might do it on either side. Say to this height while you're walking. Yep, that's the Motors Factory. Alright, so today is day 7, and I have no idea where 7 is. I haven't been cheating. Let's see. So I haven't really looked for the numbers beforehand to kind of keep it real. I know where 17 is, 15, 21, 13, 16, 24, 9, 7. Okay. We got some alien DNA. 50. Not bad. Let's go put that in the machine and we can make some DNA there. So anyway, I just wanted to show you our little setup. I got a little snowman. So if I press Q and you go in Fixments, it'll show you what you can make anyway. Over here, I actually labeled all the machines now. So I'm bouncing around too much. But anyway, snow is here. Then we got our ornaments right here. Candy canes, bows, and our Christmas tree. So yeah, I have this all nicely lined up and labeled. Here's a present right here. We're gonna just grab it really quick. So anyway, that's gonna conclude day 7. Meet me back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye. Alright, today is day 8, and we need to find our cartridge, because that is what we get today, and we've been waiting for it. Okay, I thought these eyes were 8, but they're not. 9, 6, 23, 15, 1, 4, 8. There we go. Alright, let's take this over to the ma'am. Oh, I got a hard drive. But we're doing Fixmas. Alright. So here we go. We need ornaments. 200 and 200. Let's grab them. Yes, yes, yes. Good thing I labeled these out here. Because, yeah, we're going to need it. Alright, so we need 200 of these. And 200 of these. Alright, let's head over and scan it. Scanned it, scanned it. Here we go. Alright. That is what we're doing. Alright, we need tree leaves and those bunch of balls things. I don't know what the hell. Alright, this is what we need. Missing materials. What is this? Missing materials. Alright, so I guess our reward was something in a constructor, assembler, something. Let's go check it out. Alright, so we are on part 2 of day 8, and we are making gold and silver ornaments. We have to make quite a few, so let's see. I think we need like 250 or something to unlock the next set of stuff in the ma'am. Let's check. Alright, so we have the red, we have the blue, we just need 50 and 50. And then we'll be able to make Christmas lights. And then over here we need 200 and 200. We already have 200 snow, 200 candy canes. So once the gold and silver are done, we'll come back and unlock that. That's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Also, a subscriber told me to check out these trees with the presents, that they actually, you can attach a belt and they make presents for you. I don't know what happened to this guy here, but let's see. Yep, there he goes. Alright, no big deal. I'll take those presents we got and put them into this guy. There. What are we doing here? There we go. So, the reason we're making the ornaments too, by the way, over here, the silver and gold, we got the blue and the red. We need them. And then we need iron and copper. I'm just pulling them off of our belt bus right here because, hey, it's Christmas. We're not using all our iron right now. We're not making too many things right now, so I'm not too worried about it. Just for Christmas to make those ornaments. So anyway, I'm going to let that build up and we'll get on to part 3 and unlock the lights and that other thing, whatever that might be, because it's going to take a little while. Alright, I'll see you in a little bit. Alright, so we're ready to finish up our ma'am with day 8. So I grabbed some stuff. Hopefully I got enough. I don't know. We'll see. We have enough for this one, so let's do it. Yes, we get some Christmas lights. That's ornament. It's snowing. We need snow and candy canes. So I'm just going to hit the Q menu for the fix it. Here are those Christmas lights. Let's see what that is. Where can we put these? I don't even know. Where can we put these? We need ornaments. Ornaments bundle. Let's see what we have to do for that. Is it in here? Let's see. Let's try here. Ornaments bundle. That is 1 copper and 1 iron. And that will get us the bundle. Alright, so we'll have to do that. So boy oh boy, I got a lot of setting up to do. But let's go ahead and finish this man first. Alright, let's check this out. Perfect. Alright, let's see what we got. So if we go into the Q menu, this is going to take some more candy canes. Let's grab that. And let's go ahead and... Oh, it pumps snow out. That's so nice. Alright, let's see what else we get. What is this? Snowball cannon. Let's go get our bows for that. Alright, let's grab that. There, it starts throwing snow out. That's pretty cool. And our lights, we need those bundles. Which we don't have those bundles yet. Let's see. If I come over to here and here... Let's see. Can make another. Let's just grab an assembler. I'm gonna run out of power just from Fixmas. Alright, let's see. We'll come this way. Let's grab some electric. The electric right there. And let's go ahead and pick out the bulbs. Go here. Grab this. We'll pop this over here. Let's see if we could summer sloop this. I know with some of them you can summer sloop, so it's a tab. We could probably use some power shards to speed it up. There we go. Let's see how many we need to make those lights. 1. Let's grab those. Christmas power lights. Must be hooked up to a connection. Power connection? Oh, like these. Oh. There we go. Got it. That's kind of cute. Then we got the snow and the snow. Well, that's pretty awesome. Alright, so I'll see you on day 9. Alright, so today is day 9. And we need to find 9. Good luck here because I barely found 8. Now that it's lit up, I could see it, but you know. Let me look. That's 19, 18, 22. I think I can find everyone but 1, 24, 13, 17, 15, 16, 2, 5. There it is. Ooh, took me long enough. Ooh, I got a hard drive to scan. Not too shabby. Alright, I'll see you on day 10. Alright, so today is day 10. And I'm looking for the number 10. 23, 15, 17, 21, 10. Okay. What the heck? We got a Christmas hat. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put that on. Let's see. Let's come on in here. And in here. There we go. Alrighty. So if I go in picture mode, there I am. Take a picture. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow on day 11. Alright, today is day 11, and 10 was here, 13, 21, 9, oh, 11. Perfect. Ooh, got some more tickets. I'll take it. Alright, I'll see you back day 12. Alright, so today is day 12, and we need to find the number 12. 15, 21, 13, 16, 24, 17, 23, 1, 5, 7, oh, 12. Ooh, we got a cassette tape, yay! We'll have to buy a boombox to do that. So yeah, I'll see you on day 13. Alright, I lied. We're gonna go get the boombox because I want to hear some Fixmas Christmas music. So let's buy it and grab it. And let's see what we can do here. Let's put it in our hand. Great. Let's put in the tape. Can we put the tape in? Open menu. R. Let's turn up the music just a little bit. So let's go into options, audio, turn that music up. There we go. Pretty neat. I love it. Alright, now we'll wait for day 13. Alright, welcome back to day 13. I know exactly where 13 is. It's right there. I've seen it a couple of times. So let's go ahead, open it, and we got screws. So let's just say we got screwed. Alright, well, join me back to day 14. Alright, that's going to conclude our motors factory. It was not hard. The factory itself, setting it up, was not hard. Making it what it is was way harder because I wanted something unique and different, and and that's how I came up with this. So again, guys, thanks for watching. If you got this far, I am so grateful to all of you that you got this far, because it was, it's a lot. And I appreciate each and every one of you. I have my Grahtles super fans that I will shout you out at the end of every video, and I super am more than satisfactory with you guys. It's amazing that I have members at all. I'm so grateful. And just to each and every one of you, you're just superior. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.